You throw a party,
yeah,
but you're not in the party.
I have a shitload of drinks. I drink a lot, and I go there and I do my job. You know, I always just do my job when I get there. I give it 200%. So yeah, you still got to do it. I mean, sometimes you do 4 gigs in a row, 5 gigs in a row, and then you got to do a 6th, and you're like, shit. But then I stop. My fiance Christine, she usually tells me like, well, why don't you think about what you could be doing? You could be working at some like really shitty job, you know, I don't know, whatever, and back home in the U.S. So, and then I appreciate that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true. I have a great life. I need to go out there and do my job, you know.
How did evolve the electronic music scene on the U.S. Market?
Electronic music in the U.S. market, how did it evolve? Well, I think just from music from Europe getting over there, and then the really soulful people in Detroit and Chicago just making their own version of it. And that's where techno and house come from. But now, throughout the years, unfortunately, underground dance music has been kind of held down by some of the bigger, more commercial artists and commercial labels. But the good thing is that this year you're starting to see a crossover of like people that used to be underground making pop records, but the pop records sound like sort of underground. I can't explain it, but there's a crossover with pop and dance that's happening at the moment, which is opening a lot of doors for a lot of other, smaller artists as well. So it's kind of a good time in the U.S. It's bittersweet. It's kind of a good time and a bad time at the same time. It's weird.
What expectation do you have on the 15th edition of DJ Awards?
The expectation is, well, a good party, I think. I mean, just hanging out with other people that are nominated that I really respect and I really enjoy musically. And I don't know what to expect. I mean, anybody could win. I'm up for an award. Bam! Bam! So we'll see.
Just dance.
How are you?
I'm all right. How's Bucharest?
Well, it's all right. It's autumn and the parties are starting.
Okay, cool.
What are your expectations on DJ Awards tonight?
I have none at all. I mean, I get asked to a lot of DJ awards and we generally don't win much. So I've come here, I'm going to drink a little bit of champagne, socialise, see some people that I haven't seen all year and see what happens.
What happened to Faithless?
Well, I have a philosophy that for something to have meaning, it must have a start, a middle, and an end. Like a book, like a record. You wouldn't put on a record that didn't finish for 6 months. You wouldn't have enough time to listen to it. And plus it wouldn't make any sense by the time it finished. Right? The fact that it's only 5 minutes long and it comes to an end, that's what gives its point. So I decided, and I think Rollo is in the same kind of, that at some point you have to make a stop. It's best if you stop at the top rather than when you're sliding down.
When are you feeling well on the stage, in a band or as a DJ?
They're both very different, but I think I prefer being in the band, yeah.
In a band?
Yeah, because you do so much work collectively to make a song sound good on stage. And when you play it, you share it with 8 other people on the stage. In fact, that sound couldn't be made without any of those people. So it's always better to do something in a group or in a team rather than on your own. On your own is good, don't get me wrong. But when you're in a group of other people and you all go, wow, yeah, much deeper.
What's your opinion on Ibiza?
It's one of my favorite places in the world. I can't think of many other places that would be able to accommodate blatant hedonism as well as so much beauty on the island and so much tranquility. It's a very special place.
It's different from London music stage.
Very different. Very different.
What's your opinion on Romanian music stage?
We have
Been
never
5 times.
we have never had a bad time in Romania. Never, ever, ever. I love going there. As often as I can, I will go. I've made some good friends there too. So, yeah, Bucharest is one of my favourite places too.
One touch and my body glow. It tastes like a mojito. We burn at the fingertips so high. Hold on to your body teeth. I dance for your never steep silence.
Ibiza for you this year?
It's been fantastic. I mean, it's always a pleasure to play here, live here. I've had, having and had a great season. It's always full of surprises. No season is ever the same, you know.
Did you been this year to another party of another DJ?
Yeah, been to DC10 a few times. Check out Dan Ganasha, Martinez Rivers. Been and played at We Love as well. Been to Luciano's parties. Where else have I been? Try to remember.
What are you expecting from this 15th edition of DJ Awards?
Lots of fun. Lots of fun. I don't think you should expect anything more. It's all about the experience, no? Expectations get you into trouble.
What have you prepared for us in the near future as a musical production?
I'm just finishing the 7th album on Warp Records. I'm really excited about it. I've got about 40% more to mix, but it's finished. Yeah, so 7th album, Nightmares and Wax, Warp Records, is coming in the next 4 to 6 months.
I want to be wet like this, so good. Let the light come on tonight. Gonna be as one, let go. And the room will spell like music up a lesson.
How are you?
Very good.
How was Ibiza for you this year?
Well, Ibiza was a busy season. It's like we've been doing almost 20 weeks, 2 times a week, almost 10,000 people every week dancing. It's been a lot of energy and a lot of things, but good, very good.
There are bad gigs, there are good gigs. How do you?
Yeah, of course, it's like this is something that it's like you always, as a DJ, you do the best you can. You're always trying to give the best you can. But I think why we all do this is because nobody control this. You don't control a good gig or a bad gig. The magic happens when the magic happens. Of course, you always try to put yourself in the best situation, to be rested, to be like good, to think music. But it's always very hard to control this. So sometimes, like you have gigs that you're not expecting anything, and you have the best gig. And sometimes you think, this is going to be the gig, and it's like, okay, it wasn't like so good. So it's like this.
For your fans who wants to become a DJ, what advice will you give them for their career?
Well, it's always, it's like music and DJing is a very hard way. It's a very hard career, but it's you have to feel the music. If you have something with the music, whatever, if you are a DJ, big DJ or nobody, if you have a feeling with the music, that's the most important thing. If you have a feeling with the music, just go for it. It doesn't matter if you're going to become big or small. The only important thing is that you are able to transmit a message through music.
Hello, this is DJ Ease, aka Nightmares and Wax, and you're watching You TV.
Hello, I'm Luciano, and you're watching UTV.
Hi, this is Maceo Plex, and you're watching UTV.
This is Maxi Jazz. I've got the rare opportunity to say on camera how grateful I am and will remain to all of our Romanian fans. You lot are absolutely amazing. Every time we've played in Romania, we've just had the most incredible time and felt so much love from all of you. So please, all of you, look after yourselves, look after each other, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon. This is UTV.